Good evening all, how we doing? Hope you're all well. How's everybody's Wednesday rolling along? Hope you're having a good one. Right, the old whistle. First off the mark there, Libra. I'd like to see. How we doing, Sally, alright? Chantigo, hope you're all well. Ready for a little Fallout and chill time? Well, at least the Fallout part, anyway. Evening, Skyrim, alright? Feel like I've been rushing around today. Ooh, I'm logged out. That's different. Not happened in a while. Are we logging in? I think we're logging in. Yay, first time. Nice. Evening, Cade, you alright? Your name, frog in my throat. We're getting insane amounts of XP from Meat Week. Nice. It's always good to see. Evening, Calvin, you alright? How are we doing? Yeah, got to jump into Meat Week tonight. Totally forgot about that. And I briefly remembered this afternoon and then forgot again. I was rushing around, getting ahead of, well, getting roughly where I should be really, but getting ahead of where I usually am for the weekend. Which is going nicely. That reminds me actually, before we jump in, I need to post to Instagram. So I'm going to do that while I remember, because otherwise it'll be silly o'clock in the morning by the time I remember. So, did I put Instagram and move stuff? Evening, Paul, you alright? Yeah, doing good, thanks. Yeah. Cheers, Skyrim. Yeah. Been a good day. Nice and productive. Got my dailies done earlier. Ready to do the next lot today. Yeah. Right. Not that one. Unable to load image. Wonderful. That's not quite what I had in mind. Rid of that. From the top, see if that's going to work. No, apparently not. This plan is not really ticking over the way I'd hoped it might. It's there. Okay, it's just weirdness going on in the middle for some reason. Very strange. Okay. Nearly there. Am I right? Can't be screwing that up. Yep. Alright, no. What would I mind? Bang a few hashtags in here. There we go. And up pipe. I think I'm about there. We're good. Yeah, sorry about that. Meant to do that a little bit earlier, but just ran out of time. I guess I should probably send that over to Facebook as well, shouldn't I? So, where is the thingamajig gone? Here somewhere. There it is. Not safe for looking. First book. Oh, put it on there. Still can't type. Just don't type that blind. Can't type 576 blind by now. It would be a poor do. Somewhere I've spelled that wrong. I don't know where. Oh well, one of the other. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, be fine. There we go. Instagram post updated. You should check it out. Well, actually, if you've seen the thumbnail, you've already seen it, but it looks better on Instagram. Right then. Get our game on, shall we? I finally got myself into gear. Evening, Bunny. How you doing? Glad you found the videos helpful. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Now rolling. Building up your camp near Harper's Ferry. Good spot up. I was actually looking at building over there this week. Unfortunately, the spots I was looking at were not buildable. One of them you just couldn't put your camp down in, which was very, very annoying. And the other one, I couldn't place foundations in it, so like at all. So that idea didn't work either. Oh, crikey, I'm molting. So, Atomic Shop, some new stuff. I have already picked up some of it, which I did this afternoon. So the Down Home Comfort Bundle. Not exactly something that rolls off the tongue, but anyway. Let's inspect it. Yeah, some good stuff in there. Some stuff that I'm kind of meh about, but... So we've got the Laser Light Duck Shooting Gallery, which I think is a skin for the thing you get in the season. I'm not entirely sure. It seems a bit strange. You'd think it'd just be an outright object, but I haven't spotted it in my build menu. But then again, I forgot it was there, so there is that. We've also got the Deer Head Gun Rack, Jackalope Gun Rack, Horseshoe Gun Rack, Beer Barrel Fridge, which is very cool, Hammock, which is also very cool, Brown Hound's Reclining Sofa Chair, also very cool, Green Hound's Reclining Sofa Chair, also very cool, Powered Lawn Flamingo, and a Buckaroo Lamp, not too bothered about that. Those are the new gun racks, quite cool, like those. Ow. Wall up my foot on my chair, great idea. These are the new chairs that are really, really cool. Really awesome. I like those a lot. Powered Flamingo. Works like an ordinary light. The hammock's weird. It doesn't look great there, actually. It looks better in other places, which you'll be seeing at the weekend. Skin for the shooting range thing. Do a duck hunt instead. And the boot lamp, which I'm really not a fan of. Bit too weird for my taste, that. There's anything wrong with it, but... And the very, very cool beer barrel fridge thing. So that's very cool as well. Yeah, pick that up. But we've also got some freebies I need to grab. Do if it'll give me. Regular Lawn Flamingo. Is it powered? Yeah, it's a powered one. It's another powered one, but it's purple instead, I think. Either way, it's a freebie. And we have the Platinum Player Icon. for Armor Ace and Power Patrol, but everybody seems to have that in a minute, so I'm going to make sure I don't. Just to be different or contrary, take your pick. There we go. Yeah, some cool stuff in the Atomic Shot this week. Not life-changing or anything, but good. We're sitting on rank 24, very nearly rank 25. I'm going to get the foosball table next. Kind of would have looked good in my build, actually. Could have done with that. Oh well. What can we do? Well, what we can do is make sure I'm on the right character. I am. Get our game on. Nice spot just above parts of the Winding Path Gate. Yeah, some good spots up there. Not really the best place for a camp these days, though. Well, not the most practical, anyway. You've got a crater right there that'll give you a free fast travel point, so... From a practical standpoint, actually the mire is probably about as practical as you're going to get now, because it's the one side of the map there isn't anywhere. Bouncing around up a tree that's sitting in deep water to find a branch you drop your camp on. Yeah. Managed 8 stilts just because, not because of the bit between. Yeah, fair enough. I know that feeling. There's a couple used in my camp coming up this weekend that you just won't see. See the ones attached to it, but you won't see the ones that are connected to the ground because of grass and stuff. Assuming the grass hasn't disappeared on me anyway. It is dark again. Why are you going to update all of these now? I know they're updated, I did it earlier. Okay, so I will need some more fusion cores soon because I've got mostly partially depleted ones, so that's probably a good place to start. Other than that, I think I'm pretty much set. Yeah. For now. So, where are we on? 26, okay. Just hanging out nearby. Let's have a look at the dailies. But collect caps, somehow I've already got 43 of. Make a lot of sense, but whatever. 43 I don't have to pick up. That one. Complete an event, we'll be doing that, no problem. Glowing creature. That wasn't updating actually for me earlier. It's a weekly event to kill so many glowing creatures. What is it? 10. And I ran through the daily op and killed a lot of glowing mutant hounds, but they weren't counting towards the challenges, unfortunately. It was kind of annoying. Level up. That may or may not be a challenge. What a piece of armour. That's definitely going to be annoying. And that's basically everything. And apparently I've already completed a daily op. Oh, well, we'll be doing them anyway. Okay, speaking of, let's go and do the armour thing while I'm here. I'll craft a cheap piece of leather armour or something to do this with. Light armour, leather chest piece. Do for me. So, that's going to cost me more than I probably want, really. Do that. Put some oil on there. Probably as cheap as we're going to get. Nice. Job's a good one. Now we've got a foosball table. University, alright? Yeah, knowing something hasn't been done or has been left out can bug me on occasion as well. Like I spent way too much time on putting these reverse junk fences in to make sure you couldn't see the floating back there. All the way round, even though the one right round there you won't even see. And other things as well. Like that. Literally did that just so that the sign would power up. But also to keep it as innocuous as possible. But there we go. Let's get some fusion cores on the go first. So we'll head over to Poseidon. That's just around the corner. Evening, Druid, you alright? I haven't actually heard the exploits back. I'm particularly bothered about using it. But, yeah. Thanks Bethesda hear about it. Not that it's the end of the world either way, but...
Nuclear alert. The Xion energy plant WV-06 has suffered a critical failure. Hazmat teams are en route. Please remain indoors and await further instructions.
There we go. That's some very bad shooting if it took that long to kill them. Better. Dodge the mines. Did I get the clean jukebox? No, I didn't. I'm not a fan of the jukebox in general, to be honest, PC. How are we doing this evening, by the way? Yeah, jukeboxes in general are big, awkward, and I can't have the music playing anyway, so not really the biggest fan. So it wasn't really worth picking up the clean one for me. So I need to clear the enemies. Well, yeah, you definitely can. Nice. And normally I go and do, well, I say normally I'd go and do the powering up Poseidon thing, but get the right thing going here. Unfortunately, I've got way too much stuff in my stash, so I might as well not bother. Fusion core. So I'm going to try not to make the same mistake I did last time. Come on. This has been a bit laggy all day, actually. Suboptimal. Oh well, great. Generators, a fusion generator. Hopefully this will work now. Humidity a little too high still. Oh no, it's a little too far over. That's alright, we can work on that. Don't be an arse. Be an arse, aren't you? Still too far over. Bloody hell. Come on. Better? How are you going to work? No, what's the problem now? Now the door frame's in the way. Wonderful. Free event because somebody else completed it.
Sensors indicate the problem squatters have been removed. Check in with me from
Nice.
time to time. I may have additional assignments for you.
Oh,
to
wonderful. I've
carry
got a minigun, just what I don't need. Okay, we're good to roll. Evening, Noel. How we doing? Treetop Village. Yeah, I haven't actually been over there. Bar music box is playing rock and roll. Nice. Have to check it out. I won't be able to hear the music, obviously, but I mean, I could turn the world radios and stuff back on, but then I'd be in trouble with YouTube, so not so good. Beat the wild mongrels, one wave of. Fine with that. Two things I want to see fixed about this, though. One, I want them to spawn more reliably, somewhere more workable. Two, I want them all marked on the map all the time, on the compass rather than just the last couple. Like they've done with Primal Cuts. This is just a pain in the butt. Especially here, because the place is just so huge. Yeah, I did know they'd changed the Treetop Village in this patch. I just haven't seen it yet. Remember, we might have a look over there. There's another spot over that side they've changed as well. I think Angry Turtle showed it off, actually. think. Wherever these dogs are, the Scorched aren't doing their civic duty and killing them for me. You usually get through there. Oh, that sounds promising. You get fusion cores from surface to air events. I didn't actually know that. I don't know if it'd be more efficient, though. We've got explosions over here, which makes me think the dogs are probably over here somewhere. Where are you? See what I mean? There's one. Such a pathetic yelp. Feel bad for shooting him now. Still standing? My God. The next question. Yep, thought so. This happens from time to time as well. I get stuck in there. Where are you? Get out? You did get out. Yeah, there he is. Come here. Meet thy maker quick enough for me to actually get credit for killing you. Job's good. So it was going to be our event, but apparently we got a free one in Copper Squatter, so... Easy. Another full fusion core. Nice. Only 2 at a time. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, that's the spot, Paul. Used to be Hawk's Refuge. They've changed the name of it now. Have I got it on the map on this one? Yeah, there you go. Somebody checking it out. Hit level 25 apparently. Cracking nibbles. Dagger's Den, that's the new spot. That's where the treetop village is. Okay, so. Kill a glowing creature. Need to worry about that. I'm sure we'll be doing that. Level up. Could be a bit more challenging. Collect caps. That's it. Okay. So, let's bounce back to camp because I'm going to need a few bits and pieces before I push on any further. Especially if I want to level this character. Which I have mixed feelings on. Need to do a lot of leveling on all my characters, really. It's at 300 or whatever it is. Possibly more, but... right. How is my food situation looking? Fine. Come on. Give me rats. Bloody hell, what's going on today? There we go. Fiddle with it, I'll get it going. Like that. So, yeah, from what they've been saying, Cade, Xbox are basically planning to leave Bethesda alone to do their thing, beyond presumably letting them draw on Microsoft resources, I suppose. But as far as letting them do their thing, they're just going to let them do their thing. Also, both the CEO of Microsoft in general and head of Xbox have been saying anyway. Bodes well. I've also said a few things about a general plan being to basically to get access to as much of the gaming market as humanly possible. So that bodes well for not being exclusive to Xbox. Not that I think that'll happen anyway. I haven't noticed that since this update, Paul. Felt like they did after one of the previous ones, though. I don't know if it's a random thing that kicks in sometimes, maybe. Right. Guess we might as well do a daily op. Also need to find a glowing creature to kill somewhere and collect some caps. So are we on? 20 minutes? Okay, yeah, we can do that. So, first thing to check. Am I going to be able to move when I'm in power armor? Should be able to. No. Wonderful. That is exceptionally annoying. I've got no room in my stash to put anything in either, I don't think. Of course, doing these things has, of course, provided me with a whole load of crap that I don't actually want. Go away. Not as bad as I thought it might be. Won't make much difference, unfortunately. How do it now? Better. Still don't think I'm going to hit that mark though. They could probably do it cheaper than 7.5 billion, to be honest now, but yeah. So they bought so many companies, they're obviously aiming to get access to as wide a portion of the market as possible, which is, like I say, what they were saying in the recent interviews. I should probably have checked how far I need to go though. So, can't see much changing. But possibly, as I say, better support for them. So what the hell else can I actually get rid of? Not much. We might need a new plan. Actually, my new plan won't work either, so there's that. Annoying, but I might have to go and sell some right away, I think. Standing on my power armor somehow then. Right. So I'm going to flog some of this right away. I can always craft more if I need to. Evening R&B. Does XP seem less than what it was before the patch? I hadn't noticed anything like that. What the hell am I doing down here? As far as I can tell, it's either roughly equal or better. might even be better. Should be better. As should be facing enemies appropriate to your level, which should result in better XP gains. Feels like it is to me. Leveling up more easily than I was before. Bit more easily. Come on, beastie, where are you? Seems to blow the skin off these guys for some weird reason. Ugh, this guy again. Almost be worth paying extra to go to a station further away just so that this guy's not here. I wanted to sell stuff, didn't I? No, me. There's someone's right away. Oh, that did it. Now the question is, can I do it now? The age of 76 don't see them adding manpower to prioritise bug fixing. I imagine they'll continue in the current vein of just continually working on it, to be honest. I think new Elder Scrolls and subsequent games are when we'll start to see the influence of Microsoft. Most likely in terms of the money they've got to put into tech rather than anything else. And possibly advice. You never know, they might even gain access to new engines, but whether or not they'll even want one. Just because we do doesn't mean that they do. They'll have a lot of learning to do if they do that. So, I am no longer hideously over encumbered. So we can actually go and do a daily op in a minute. Should have audio. Fixed it, good. Will we get New Vegas too? I sincerely hope not. It won't be soon either way. So, daily up. Gonna have a look at the new one. What we got? Active camouflage. That's the one I always can't remember. I'm happy about that. Super mutants. That's different. In the burning mine. Okay. Be fine. Super mutants are actually semi-challenging because they've got quite high resistances, but should be alright. If they do a sequel or some kind of follow-up to New Vegas, it would more likely be a spiritual successor rather than a direct follow-up. And I don't imagine we'll see it for a lot of years.
Brotherhood needs the uplinks in this area operational to track enemy movements. The signal repeater's down as well. Now that'll need to be repaired first. Head out. And there's the signal
Nice.
repeater. Well done. On to the first uplink.
Could run round, it'd been easier. Nice and easy this spot, once you know where stuff is. Well, they all are once you know where stuff is, but... That's not a good time.
Calibration
That's
underway.
like 20 seconds behind where I want to be at least. Probably
You got
more.
hostiles in your area, team. Take them out.
I craft stim packs as well, so that's part of what's going on. And right away I crafted as well because I'm spending a lot of time in nuke zones at the minute. Might have to look into some alternative radiation treatments. The waitlist. Do you have any plans with a Brotherhood of Steel themed camp with the new items? How are we doing, Katrina? Yeah, probably, is the short answer. Once I get my hands on the bunker, got Lost Hills, is it? The one for Fallout 2, anyway. Oh, that's modelled on that. I will definitely do something with that. Beyond that, I'd imagine we'll get a whole load more Brotherhood of Steel stuff on down the line. So, might actually be able to make a decent job of it eventually. This is going to be ridiculously easy if they don't show up to shoot me. I'm not complaining, mind, but... Apparently somebody thinks we need more cowbell. Aha, I hear footsteps. There you are. It's supposed to become visible when they attack me, not when I attack them. They might do that. It might replace Fallout 5. Problem is, Bethesda is still only a couple of hundred people. Like, probably less than 400 people all told at Bethesda. Or Bethesda Game Studios. So, if they're going to work with Obsidian on a new game, it means something else doesn't get worked on. There's just not enough of them to do two at once. Unless they take on butt tons more staff, which they're not going to rush to do. It's not the way Bethesda do things. Stop. So, if they do a follow-up, then we don't get something more interesting. So I really hope they don't do it. Plus, Obsidian games are crap. No, that's not fair. They are not as good as Bethesda's games. Come on. Apart from the action points thing. Hate that. Yeah, we're on time now.
Uplink 2 is calibrating. Keep the area secure while it finishes. Stay safe, team.
Yeah, Starfield won't be out for another year at least, so... Wait! They're not getting any credit for killing glowing enemies when they're in daily ops. So I need to add that to my the bug reports. That makes it a lot easier to find them. There you are. Burning outline makes them easier to see. This is a weird habit. Their insides being suspended in midair with the bloody mess recently. Oh, he's dropped now. There you are. Nice! And I didn't even take any of the level boosting stuff. So, there we go. That's always good. That's 2 levels today on this character. Although I did boost my level speed earlier. XP game. Down here somewhere. Realised I haven't got the music on, but I'll keep it that way until after the op. Because I can hear the footsteps more easily. Oh, I thought it was telling me it was done then. Dragged around it, didn't really enjoy it. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea either, I don't think. Interesting idea, but not really my thing. They were talking something like 2,500 staff at ZeniMax, but that's across like 10 different companies, so once you divide it by 10, mind you, some companies will have more staff than others. BGS, for example, will have more staff than others, but because they've got 4 sites, so.
Got connection, and it's already providing good intel. Looks like you've got a serious threat in your area. Be ready for anything.
But here, this is where the enemy group always is. Unless they've decided to put a spanner in the works.
Priority target incoming.
Well, that was easy.
This is a priority target. Take it down at all costs. Ad Victorium!
Stay still, you. I want to put bullets in your head, not anything else. Got him.
Head on out of there for now. We've done enough for today.
And we got Elder on first go. Where'd that body go? I was looting him. Cheeky sod. Nice. That went well. That was not what I had in mind. 7 minutes, 26 seconds. Not too shabby. Yeah, I'm sure Microsoft does want them working together. I don't know. I wish they'd start giving me floater grenades as well. Crap. Fun idea, but just not worth having. Talker security ban. Okay. Gulsair super sledge. That's not worth having either. Neither of them are. Oh, super reactor plan. Very nice. Didn't get one. Did I get Elder earlier? No, I don't think I did make Elder, so that might be why I didn't get a reward. That's cool. That went well. Go and turn those in. Microsoft owning other studios can mean that the title is made by the studios. Technically, yes, but not going to happen. Hello to you, yeah. Freezer. This is still not where I want to be. The freezer mutation is somewhat hard work. Especially on super mutants, take a bit longer to take down. But that and that's the only one that's really a major problem for me, other than the resilient. All the others seem to be okay. A little too far to the right. You've had the Vault 94 stash box plans 5 times. Yeah, it's suboptimal. To do early event and daily ups with a Stimpack bug. Not heard about any Stimpack bugs. Not by that name, anyway. Can I turn anything in? A few things, maybe.
Can't a man just die in peace?
There was something else, wasn't there? A leg somewhere. Maybe not. I'm thinking of a different character. Alright, making progress.
Welcome, citizen. I am authorized to trade supplies.
Nothing interesting there. Okay, so I can't sell them anything. Well, some lucky soul might find something they want then. Oh, weapons, that's what I want. I want to get rid of that piece of junk. Oh, they ain't gonna find that, are they? Maybe they'll find some ammo I don't want. Eight fusion cores at 50%. All these fusion cores they're giving me seem to be at 50%. It's kind of crap, really. A little frustrating, that. So, guessing somebody must have a camp here that's not marked on the map. That person has not moved. Evening, Dan. How are you? Impact stop working while you're in power armor. No, I've not heard of that one before. That makes me lucky. Hoping they'll refocus more on taking care of shoring up existing games first and then then worrying about new ones. I think they'll probably just continue what they're doing. So, continual work on 76 as they are doing, just with a little bit more security, so it means the game's even less likely to disappear than it was in the first place, which is probably a good thing. Guess I'm not putting that in there then. Yeah, like I say, I think the biggest difference is going to be they might have some extra infrastructure and technology to draw on for future games, but probably not before there's 6. They do have people playing the thing internally, Jared. They have weekly playtests with this game specifically with everybody in the studio, as far as I'm aware. I usually do it on a Friday. On the other hand, that's a couple of hundred people, which does not come even close to comparing to the player base. So it's the public test server, and the fact that even with that, which is still limited, things make their way onto the servers and don't get found until thousands of people start playing it. So I doubt very much that anything will change there. More devs and attention. Theoretically possible, but you never know. Oh, yes. I knew I overlooked something there. Where am I from in the UK? Well, my home is the Lake District in the northwest. But I've moved around a lot over the years. And I'm kind of in the middle now. For now, for the foreseeable future. I think they removed it because a lot of people just struggled with it because they don't have melee builds. Sure, melee builds did just fine with it. But yeah, not having seen it since makes me think they probably did suspend that one. It went fine on test servers. I saw people running that particular version on test servers several times and they didn't seem to have any problems with it. I think it's just there's a lot more people on live who don't prep for melee. That would be my guess. And then they come along to that and don't know what to do with it. Or they don't do their reading and had no idea that resilient meant you actually have to hit them with melee. Yeah, it's a very nice part of the world, Jared. Not much going on up there. It's outside of Preston. Saying I'm familiar with Preston might be a bit of an overstatement, but I know it. A bit. Not so bad part of the world. Yeah, there's a lot of variations on things to test as well. Not doable with a couple of hundred people. Like I say, I don't foresee them expanding the studio size in a rush. Probably will expand it over time, but not quickly. Yeah, thought somebody else must have a camp down here. Depends whether this person is just sitting there and not moving. Well, actually it doesn't, but yeah. Anyway, I need to have a look how we're getting on, don't we? Still need to find and kill a glowing creature. I need to kill 7 of them. Probably bounce over here and clear out some fusion cores. Pick some up, rather. Evening, John. You alright? I don't think priority is such a big deal. I've got a separate team working on 76 these days to the rest of the company. Mind you, they've got sort of 4 teams in BGS at the minute.
This is a
BGS Austin, who are working on...
alert. Repeat. This
Oh, I
is
need to
a
kill one of them. Who are working on
level 2
76.
nuclear
There's another
alert.
team
Energy
in
plant
Texas as well.
WV-06 has suffered a critical failure. Hazmat teams are en route. Please remain indoors and await further instructions.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to shut her up. Yeah, there's another team in Texas as well. There's the original team in Maryland who are working on Starfield. Presumably so are the second Texas team. And then there's the mobile team in Canada somewhere. But they're almost entirely focusing on Blades and Fallout Shelter. As that's basically what their background is, so. Separate team can be 5 or 5,000. True enough. My guess would be probably around about 100. You have a persistent bug that plays a snippet of stand-up bass when... As in the instrument that you put in your camp. An interesting bug. But then again, that kind of testifies to the scale of the problem in putting out a game like this, really. Who the hell would think that something like that would happen, and why the hell would they look for it? What are the odds of it happening? It's so utterly bizarre and weird. It's... kind of crazy, really. There's no way they can keep up with stuff like that. Right, let me figure out what I'm going to do next. Probably hunt glowing creatures, I think. Where would be a good place to hunt glowing creatures? Probably down the ash heap, actually. Glowing mole miners might be a good bet. And what else do I want to do? Do we have a nuke zone? Do not. Possibly go and launch a nuke. When are we on? 9 o'clock? Yeah, got time for that. Might do that too. I need to go to my camp and check out what I need for reinforcing my power armor before I do that. So let's go and do some glowing creature hunting. I think the Microsoft buy is good news. I think it probably will be in the long run. And I think not too far after that point, it'll stop mattering on any level whatsoever. So Microsoft have been investing in cross-platform plays so heavily. And if they're even close to right, then a few years down the line, won't matter who owns them, really. I want to go back to where we were before, to Welsh. I don't remember it being much more difficult based on the numbers of enemies. We had a disproportionately low number earlier today, but most of them have been much the same. Got fairly swarmed in Vault 94 a couple of days ago with robots. The last Vault 94 one we had, I think. That was interesting. It's oddly quiet around here. Makes me think somebody else had the same idea I did. Okay, on up the road then. There's a Deathclaw. I need a Deathclaw kill. Putting this guy outside of power armor was probably not clever, but... Why do I get the feeling the ants are going to be more of a problem than the Deathclaw was? Because they're tiny and impossible to hit. Oh yeah. Mutation's doing more work than the gun was. You. I'll have that as well, actually. Right then. On and upwards. No idea inside. Woodhouse, Peter Hines, Phil Spencer, and I have no idea who Larry is, but yeah, that sounds like an interesting watch there, Skyrim. It's the obscurity of it that I was talking about, Druid, but yeah, I can imagine that is annoying. Just depends how long the snippet is as well. A bug that kicks in when you come back from nuclear winter. Suboptimal. First time you rank up on the scoreboard, it ranks you from 0 to whatever you are and gets in the way of your map. Not sure what you mean there, John. Mind you, as per, if you're encountering issues, tell them about it. Which I actually need to do, since I've got a lot of post-it notes down here I need to get off my desk. Excuse me? Who thinks they get to shoot me? Ah, there you are. Muzzle flare helps. There you are. Somebody's still at it. Oh, there you are. None of them glowing, though. Interesting. Push on. No, drat. I missed, meat cook. Oh, well. Get the next one. He's glowing. Back here. Nice. On many levels. Yeah. Right then. So that should be all our dailies done. Nice, yeah. So, back to camp, quick prep, and then we'll go and launch a nuke, I guess. Cinema's looking for adversity years. Can't imagine Disney would be particularly interested in breaking into the gaming market, to be honest with you. Mind you, Microsoft and Disney are kind of doing the same thing, just in different spaces. Funny thing is, if it were a competition, Microsoft would be winning. Gaming industry is starting to leave the movie business behind in terms of the revenue it makes. So, I think I should be reasonably kitted. Yeah. Yeah, looking good. Check them all good when I hop in the power over. Bit OP for the ants. I have several other guns, but they're all OP. Need a big hammer really for the ants. That'll be a bit more fitting, I think. A pound over. Christ, I can go to the bathroom then. Very, very depressing. Okay, now I'm underway. Let's get on Newcom. Yeah, Mickey Mouse power armor. That would be amusing. 4-man daily up in 4 minutes 51. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, I think your limiting factor I'd seen before, assuming you've got people who know what they're doing anyway. Really, it's just how long it takes the uplinks to charge up or whatever the heck they're doing, you know. The timers. How are we doing, Raymond? I'm mostly using an anti-armor Gatling laser at the moment. I don't remember what it actually is. Anti-armor with 10% extra damage when aiming. I don't use the VATS thing, so. I've got a Furious one as well, but it's not quite as effective in this patch, so. On the back burner it is. I'm going to be moving over to a Gatling Plasma before long. I need to go that way, don't I? But I've got a bit of setup to do before I can do that. Speaking of, I guess we're nuking the Scorched Beast Queen, actually.
Unauthorized extermination detected. Documenting.
Right, recover the nuclear key card from the cargo bot, which is over here somewhere. So, Port Station Alpha and make my way back up. Probably. We'll give it a go and see how we do from there. Need more giant ants. Yeah, there's Fallout 3 style giant ants, really. The ridiculously big ones. Crack you right out your power armor. Mind you, I'm also getting flashbacks to cave crickets, and I definitely don't need more of them in my life. Here it is. Glad you like it, John. If you haven't already seen it, there is a video up on it. I'll make my anti-aircraft gun. No. I hate that bug. Now you can reload. Now there's actually no shots left in it. That will be hellish worrying, even in power armor. Massive rotor blades just whizzing out the sky towards you. Good blackberries there, I did, didn't I? Nice. Right, where are you? You've gotten past me, huh? While I was dealing with this escort. Pick up 2 blackberries and apparently that's sufficient to make me over encumbered. God's sake. Next game I'm playing is one that doesn't have a weight system to the inventory. Actually no, the next game I'm playing is probably going to be Cyberpunk, so there's that. Good luck, buddy. God, this guy worries me more. When the sentry bot isn't the boss bot of the area, it says a lot. Zap zap. You got to turn in more than 20 treasure units per day. I can understand that. I also kind of get why they don't want people doing that, but... Oh, Jesus Christ, what the hell was that? Scorched attack dog. Make me jump. I'm going a little wild there. I'm busy, naff off. And you. Lost his head a bit there.
Unauthorized access of secure transport container. Starting self-destruct countdown under dropkick protocol. Detonation in 5 minutes unless valid cancellation code received.
Ah, 5 minutes. That explains why I've never seen it then. Had some decent legendaries, but not the plans. Yeah, plans are a bit more of a struggle, dude, I think, there. I've had to chase them down a fair bit before now. I'm encumbered again. £3 to drop. Right, what we got here then, go. There we go, that's better. I can actually move now. Right then, off we jolly well go. Alright. Kids get the zap. Yes, they definitely do. Dislike those things myself. Ever since Nuka World. It was a damn good DLC actually. Yeah, bloodied never appealed to me, to be honest. No, bro. Form an orderly queue, boys! Yeah, he got me. I don't know why I'm checking what they've got on them. I know I can't pick it up anyway. There we go, that was an orderly queue. That's not an orderly queue, get out of it, you. Wait your turn. Woo, miss me. Trim the head a little bit. Trick is getting them blown up by it and not me. Now I need a different grenade, don't I? Yeah, I didn't really think so. Yeah. The number of events basically do limit you to a degree. There are some people out there who can literally sit on the game all day, grinding nothing but events and treasuring out rewarding things, and could basically be done in a week. I mean, there was somebody I saw specifically went out their way to see how fast they could get all 100 ranks in the first season, like, without buying them. I think they had it done in about 2 weeks. Something like that, less than that even, maybe. Crazy. So doesn't exactly extend the shelf life of the game, that sort of thing. A very big bug when you can't find a decent fight.
Scanning. Error. Credentials not found. Activating security system alpha.
Scorched are entertaining.
Security inspection.
Just wish they were a bit smarter. My one complaint about the Scorched. Come on.
Security incident in the residential sector.
See how we get on with this lad. This is my troubleshooter's gun. I probably won't keep it. Yeah, probably not going to keep my troubleshooter's minigun. The ammo costs are just too much of a pain in the neck, but beyond that, they're pretty cool.
Additional security required.
I should say so.
Please step into the open and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens have nothing to
Yeah,
fear.
definitely fun, but pain in the neck on the ammo front. It's done.
Level 1 security event is in progress.
Okay, now we're ready to roll. We want Rad's regen mutation and vampire gatling. To go to 3 lockpicking, hacking, legendary perks, changing out a couple of star damage perks to 1 bandolier and ordinary XP. You feel like you've avoided half of the game mechanics at this point. But at what cost, Lowbrow? What cost? Yeah, I like doing that to super mutants and blood eagles as well. Plenty of comments that the enemies in the game make that it's just like, yeah, no. It's just not, that's not how this is going to go down, my friend. This is weird. Because that's not a legendary bot.
That's dumb.
Fabricating replacement security. Access granted. Security incident resolved. Standing by.
You're symptomatic. I do like Mr. Handy, so they're funny.
Welcome, General. Darth. Key card detected. Proceed to the control room with your nuclear key card and launch code to initiate the launch.
Yeah. Ain't ain't that good at being an eyebot, is he? Can you knock that crap off already? How am I supposed to murder you if you keep doing that to me? Picked the symptomatic up the other day. It's definitely a happy set of circumstances. Why is it reloading on 13? Weird, but not really a problem with this gun. It's just annoying with the
Warning. Reactor
Gatling laser.
security lockdown initiated. All head doors have sealed to limit contamination. For the reactor control station to initiate repairs.
Not the most precise of weapons, this one. On the other hand, apparently we're doing alright. Okay, 45 this time. It didn't update this time. God damn it, I want to pick up so much of that stuff, but I just can't. And you read away stimpaks most of the time, which cast elite containers.
Engaging.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are working from home now, Paul. But have fun playing anyway. You know, it's not her arms I want to blow off, it's her bloody head. Turrets everywhere. Anybody think it was a nuclear bunker or something? Thing done. Security incident. Somebody's fixing the place and he's not allowed to do that. Hide in a corner while the gun spins up. Gotcha. The hiss. Here, hiss. Nearly there. Where are you? There you are. Where did he go down? Oh, it reminds me, I forgot to do the thing. I was going to take some of that, wasn't I? Huh, weird. Still one pipe I've missed somewhere, apparently. Not surprising given all the noise, but... Should I restart the reactor?
Security personnel. Initiating system restart. Restart successful. Reactor system integrity restored.
Yeah, think about upgrading that power armor library that I'm working on.
Please stand clear.
Unless you've maxed out the settings, the like carry weight on your excavator, then you can basically hit an equivalent with other power armors anyway. Yes, here again.
Security protocol. Omega 12. All personnel to defend the mainframe and secure the area. Mainframe integrity at 100%. Fabricating replacement security personnel.
Hey! Troubleshooter's gun, that was enough to take out an eyeball. Couple of shots. Nice.
Mainframe integrity at 75%.
Some of that, you cheeky git. $33 and $13. What is it with threes in this gun? Who's got the Assaultron? That's the main priority. There's another one out there, though, I think. Entering each silos is all well and good, but they're noisy as hell. Oh yeah, there you are. Yeah, there's a general with a really big gun who's coming and she wants to like a Chinook. That's apparently a security event. Probably should be. I think there'll be glass in that window. Probably bulletproof glass. I missed one. But I did not miss the bot, which is the main thing. Not main frame. And that bot didn't miss me either. I'm going to stand over here where it can't shoot me. I'll deal with these. Why? Oh no. Don't run out of ammo. That's not good. Ah! Alright. One of those. Got her. Jesus Christ. I feel like they've added extra turrets. Do this the other way. And at last there was peace. Through superior firepower. I'm about to run out of ammunition. Which is why I don't like this gun very much. Served me well, but I think it will need replacing fairly soon. Well, that saved me some time, didn't it? Grenade did half the work for me. Mind you, the loss of almost 3,000 rounds ought to save me some carry weight.
Engineering team report to the operations center for immediate repairs.
Pick up a few of those now. I'll probably sell. Whew. Peace and quiet, which reminds me actually. Still haven't remembered to put the music on. Stick a note back on my monitor to try and remind me, assuming I don't forget it's there. Ignore it. Ah! Oh, it's legendary as well. That's fine, except I'm now out of ammunition. And she's regained her health.
India, Lima, Lima.
That's cool. But so's this. Apart from the whole reloading early thing.
Surprise contact. Engaging.
Surprise contact. In that voice. Oh! Who was going to run out of health first? Why 1 HP? Again. Bloodied machete. Still some... Crazy fool will want it. Are there any bits of it left? Apparently not. At least I got the bloodied machete anyway. Thorn armor, that's something I was thinking of, possibly solar. Getting at some point, yeah. I'm struggling to keep up with you here and kind of pay attention to what I'm doing at the same time, sorry folks. Find a stealth build using radar armor and pipe weapon. That might be vaguely interesting. Be doable. Need some patience, I think. Lieutenant Gutsy had to die, it forgot to salute.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Pretty sure every one of these robots needs a court-martial, actually. Do you like the way they kind of fall apart? Glass in that window. You blowing or you not? There we go, thank you.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO.
Does always make me chuckle, that. I was running a nuke silo, not a daily up.
External communications are offline.
Probably because there's nobody out there. Alright. Where's that turret? I can hear it, can't see it though. There it is. Get him. Deal with that before this crazy bot opens the door and causes problems for me.
Combat zone is hot.
Well, might I recommend a cold towel then? Flannel thing. I wanted grenades, which I'm not going to find in the aid section. I mean, they'll aid me in blowing her up, but not much else. Thank you. I really don't know if that grenade did anything or not. Maybe it did, maybe it did not. Either way. Victory! Something's still shooting at me. Or trying to, anyway. I need to replace the fusion core, the mainframe cores.
Unscheduled maintenance activity in the storage area.
Now I'm not getting shot at anymore.
Wise and holy
Incident
Mother,
in the storage
watch
area.
over us in our time of trials.
Thank you very much for these subs, Hooker. Welcome, welcome. It'll kick in a minute, honest. There we go.
Beginning search.
Only level 50 guts. That's weird. Need to ditch a load of these, don't I? Miscellaneous damaged.
Additional security required.
They're called damaged, aren't they? Yeah. Better. Right, see if we can find at least a few more. Assuming the explosive bots haven't blown them miles away across the room anyway. They probably have. Crap. Been overrun by mole rats. Oh, well, I'll worry about that later. Yeah, I'm sure Chat will be able to fill you in. That's a bit of a long one for me to try and multitask on, I think, there, Bill, but welcome nonetheless. Struggling a bit with the old multitask today, but we'll get there. Also struggling to find these mainframe calls. There's one. More than usual, anyway. Not that I do this often enough to really consider something unusual, but you know. Really? What did I come up here for then? Okay, then. Could be some more over here.
Assembling reinforcements.
Right, literally. Come on, pick it up. Yeah. I think that's all of them from this side. It's that corner anyway. See how we're doing. Two, 4, 6, 7. I need to find 2 more knocking around somewhere if I can. Should be able to get in here if I want to hack that terminal. Don't even need to hack it, wonderful.
Fabricating replacement security personnel.
Nope, you didn't salute either. Might be because he's dead though. better fix this bloody bug soon or I'm gonna go batshit.
Identified intruders detected. Beginning search.
Really? Well, there are at least some in here. Nope, nada. All up for nothing. That's quite annoying. Supposed to be any in here, but let's have a look anyway. Oh wait, there are. Nice. One. Need to find one more now. Somewhere. There's one. I think that picks up. Nice. Right then. That's the door I want. Okay, I thought I was going to get shot for a minute. Huh? Quite one on the floor, but I want to repair these ones really because get some out of my inventory. Quest items. Inframe card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be everything. Power armor.
Security teams to Sector Delta.
Cool in that. There's a perk I've never used. Fun to do though.
Kill them all and let God sort them out.
Appreciate the thought there, Bill. But certainly not expected by any means, so happy to have you here.
Looks like this is my lucky day.
Doesn't look like it to me, mate. It's not your lucky day, actually.
Security incident resolved.
One day I'll get out the computer fast enough to see the door opening, but yeah, no I won't. Just a nice thought. Evening tree, alright? I'm lost, I know that. Haha! Made it!
Control room active. All stations standing by. Proceed to
Oh, no, 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 no.
launch trust sequence.
It's one of the... Hang on. Not fast enough, Assaulter. Oh, looks like I need to get some Radaway in me as well. So one of the really cool things Bethesda have been doing throughout the life of this game is updating some of the dialogue options for creatures. Like super mutants and Scorch in particular stand out. I'd like to see them do some of the robots as well. I like the gutsy dialogue, but hell no. I'd also like to see it get a bit of a refresh. I've heard it a lot of times now at this point. And what? Pretty sure she wanted to say I was facing an assault trunk class combat robot, but she didn't get very far on that. Yep. I know what to shoot first at this point. Ooh, nice.
Approach and identify yourself. Law abiding.
Can't say no to glue. Not in this game. Do kind of wish when you took over the terminal up here that the turrets would come back onto my side. Make it a tiny bit easier. Well, that'll kind of defeat the point, but more of a convenience thing, I think, rather than anything else. Initiate launch prep. Excuse me.
All personnel take your stations. All personnel
Battle stations.
Assembling launch crew chiefs. Launch control chief. Active. Proceeding to station. Unsanctioned launch in progress. Security teams to...
Vampires are a very good way to go if you're going tank.
Teams to the control room.
Meet week in a few minutes. Yeah, I'm unlikely to make it, but we'll give it a go. Just a reminder, they said. Yeah, level 28 at the minute. If you're going to go tank and use vampires guns, go for an automatic if you can, be it a heavy weapon or otherwise. So you'll get the vampires effect ticking a lot more often, as opposed to just, you know, one shot every 5 minutes like with a crossbow. Which is slightly faster than a bow at one shot every 10 minutes. Part protector on part Mr. Handy.
Chief telemetry officer active. Chief propulsion officer active.
Nice. Means I'll have to start defending him in a minute. Superhero landing. Hard on the knees.
Fabricating replacement security personnel.
Gotta be awkward, haven't you? Interesting head that guy's got. Going alright so far. Even here you go, you right?
Launch prep at 25%.
Yeah, no chance of I getting
Active. Chief target
anywhere near meat week this time around. Oh well. Yeah, it was definitely one of the better characters in 4.4. One of the fun ones. If they're not going to actually spawn anything for me to fight, it's going to make this a lot easier. Lost a mutation when I hit that right away. He'll come back. Should do.
launch prep at 50%.
Maybe it won't. Shouldn't have done. What the? Oh, there's the problem. The wrong blade start genes is correct. Wonderful. Oh well, I'll have to check my mutations then at some point.
Launch prep at 75%.
There we are. Another scrawled note to add to the pile. A pile of notes on top of a notebook that I very rarely write in. Yeah. Not often enough. Dude's a good way to go. I think everybody likes a Khajiit on up to a point at least, don't you? Evening, Ray. Evening, Mark. How you doing?
Launch prep complete. All systems nominal. Stand by for final authorization.
If I were to leave now and go and join Meat Week, and get rid of some of the crap that I apparently don't need that I've just gained, would I be able to get back in here without having to fight my way all the way through all that again, or would that kind of ruin it for me? Yeah, something's giving me a ton of extra weight that I don't need. There's a good chunk of it. Oh well, I only want that to scrap as well, so helps. Well, now somewhere that is weighing me down, but I don't know what. That'll do it. Open the doors. Is that the one up here? This one. Yes, I do have 31 missiles and a missile launcher, but... that way? Gotta like the Brotherhood of Steel build. We've got most of that way, but with mutations. Is this the right way? Formed Raiders of Free States. I like that one. Different. Don't risk it. It's a good point. Yeah, I'll probably avoid risking it. I've got all week to do it. Really need to grind some time out on it tomorrow if I've got me jobs for the day done. So, would anybody care to look up a Silo Charlie launch code for me? Would be much obliged. Can do it, but slightly a faff. Any member of a Brotherhood clan that doesn't use them. Gotta wonder how the Brotherhood of this era will feel about them. They're much more open-minded at this point in time. Yeah, it's pretty much the way I play, John. Guessing that's not quite right, Star. Okay, that works.
Keycard accepted. Keypad access granted.
Finger's too big in the power armor. Need a pokey stick.
Report suspicious activity to security personnel immediately.
No, I didn't. It's going to let me launch anyway. So I guess SBQ is going to be the way to go because I need Gatling plasma plans, primary receiver particularly for. So general consensus is either avoid that or avoid that. The best cluster is probably here, really. So drop a little to the south, say there. A little too far south. To be honest, I really need all the sites, so I might just have to annoy people and do it like that. Really like to just get about there, I think. Could go a bit further north. Try and get both of these locations in. Come on. That'll do it. People can work with that. They probably won't be overly happy about it, but they can work with it. Nice. Right. Let's bounce back to camp then. We'll get ourselves sorted out. Cheers, folks. Appreciate. Fix the codes yet? Which codes? Welcome back, Matt. Place to farm legendary gear. Legendary weapons. Daily ops are probably your best bet. Guaranteed one every 15 minutes then, tops. Or one as fast as you can do them. Other than that, uranium fever works well. If you can catch it live, anyway. They were all screwed up a couple of weeks ago. I didn't hear anything about that, to be honest, Steve, but seem to be working right now. So take that for what it is. I've got 1 minute and 20, so is it going to be long enough to reclaim my yard over here? We'll see. Gonna have to get some power fusion cores anyway. It loads. Sure, my computer's waiting on the servers here. Wasn't too bad. Nice. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Right. So, where's the nuke zone? It's there. So, we'll fast travel here. Do a 180, back off, and then put the power armor on. I forgot to update them, so none worked. Sounds like more of a technical issue than a Bethesda forgetting to update. I imagine they've... Excellent timing! Fast travelled right into my nuke. I thought I'd have time to get out there. Apparently not. Come on. Yeah, I get it. think I've been screwed on this. Does this normally take this long to get out? I should have had time then. Keep getting wooden armor and pickaxes, that's some shite luck. Speaking of shite luck, I'm stuck. Nothing's happening, apart from the noise. First and last time in my life, I think. No, John? Suppose this individual's running past can do anything. Yeah, I think I'm utterly screwed. No, that's very weird. But I can't get out of this screen, so... Yep, seems to be the case. That was completely a wasted set of effort. Unless by some miracle I get back on my own server, which is unlikely, but... in time to get over there and contribute. That's kind of peed me off, actually. Oh well. What can we do? I think the problem's more likely to be that I'm going to become somebody else's tan. You know, the kind that washes off. See if we have any luck, but I doubt it. On the other hand, if there's a nuke zone, that's what I really care about. As long as there's a nuke zone for me to farm on the server. Doesn't really matter that much whether or not it's mine. If not, we'll see. Light up today, be nice. Does not look promising. Nope, not on the same server. Wonderful. For God's sake, where's the quick little bloody walk? Or maybe not. Well, I'm here. Radiant Fever's running, nothing on this one. See if I can get into a different server and see what happens. Yeah, sucker. Have a good night. Thank you for the new sub. Do I have that Greylock cackle, mate? No, I don't. I didn't pick up any of the Greylock stuff. Cool as it looked, it just wasn't really worth the spend for me. Especially looking at the timing of it. As well with the Tesla. It's not a bad idea. Still not on my server. Still not on the same server though. It's interesting. Bit peeved about that. Very annoying. Look at me. That was a quick turnaround, Matt. Looks to be the same server I was on before. Evening, Ancient, you alright? Just my luck. Not the end of the world, but what can you do? If I managed to load in a few seconds quicker, I could have got clear. If it hadn't crashed, I'd have been fine. It's like, you know, perfect storm and all that. What can you do? Got some nice weather now on this server, though. A double blast zone. Definitely not the one I dropped, though. I'll take it. At least I found the nuke zone, which is what I really want to do. I would like to do the SPQ as well, but hopefully some people will have fun with it. As far as I know, nobody else that I know is on that server. Not that I mind. But a couple of my friends might be on at this point in time. Well, one of them anyway. Right out loud. I've been encumbered again as well. Not even sure how I can possibly be over encumbered. Thank you, Ratatouille. Got diseased. Wonderful. So I need to drop as much weight as I can, really. It's not exactly my main weapon. I can ditch some of those and be fine. Probably all I'm going to manage, but it's a significant amount of weight down that actually, so that's not so bad. Stuck in the mud now. Going to see if we can farm up some high radiation fluids, which scorch seem to be the best bet, but probably means tackling scorched beasts, which I'm not really into. Nearly there. Mole rats, piles of guano. Where I want to be over here. Up go those rats. Let's have some glowing creatures as well for the weekly. Nice. Speaking of. Oh, nice meat. Wonderful. Well, that's a bit of crap, but what's up? There it is. Don't need that. I got players all over the world. A bit of a mixed bag in here, I think. Which is all good. Hello. Bye. One scorched, wonderful. So down to my right, it'll get me a fisher sight, which I don't want. Why would you do this? Port Station Delta's down the bottom end. Somebody who can't aim, that's what that is. Come on then, buddy. Walloping time. Mostly for the absurdity of it. Aha, you're scorched. You might have what I want. You're a scorched beast. You're definitely not what I want. I'll find this corpse before it disappears on me. That's what I want. High radiation fluids. Two of them, wonderful. Not what I need. What I really need is the scorched. All hell breaking loose out here. Where are you? There's the other one, there's two of them. Wonderful. Thank you, friend. Glowing mass, don't need that. There's a third one. Oh, great. Bloody floated glowing one, don't need that. If you fall in a hole, that'd be great, buddy. These rads are going to heal him as well. That's not good. My last shot, down he goes. Oh, nice. High radiation fluids I will take. Where are you then? Got them both there. Getting a bit tangled up in the sky. Nearly down. There you go. Take a massive nosedive. Oh crap, there's another one. I mean, I could take a few down, but this is a little ridiculous. Well, I can't. I just don't want to take them down. Really? Alright, and that's where you want it. Number 3, here we come. Good. Mind you, don't mind if he bugs out a little bit, it makes my life easier. Get back in the nuke zone. Got very, very quiet all of a sudden. We drifted out. Come back here, boys and girls. Make sure I can get what I want out of you. I'll give myself the best chance. Mass. Ionized meat. How am I doing anyway? 5 there. That's probably enough high radiation fluids, to be honest. doing alright here. Yeah, did get quite the storm on the go there, didn't we? Fun though. Woo. We'll loop round, I think. Most of it's kind of off to the north, so I think I'll have to head this way if I want to find more goodies. Crimson flux we're getting. So what do I need? It's written down here somewhere. 2 crimson, 2 cobalt, 3 violet. I'll get the crimson if nothing else out of this. That's violet. Okay, so that's not so bad. Yeah, anti-armor 2-shot, especially if you can get faster fire rate or quad on it as well. You do alright with a submachine gun. They're still kind of underpowered, which is unfortunate. The 10 mils are probably better than the submachine guns. Still, I do wish to give them a little bit of a buff of some kind. That was stupid of me, I just totally wasted a whole load of ammo there. Mind you, we didn't get near me, so there's that. If I end up seeing like hideously mutated anglers or something, that would be terrible. Anti-armor explosive 10mm for a decent price. Yeah, that's probably worth having. Worst case scenario, if it turns out you don't like it, you can always plug it on for a better profit price. A nice little profit. Cool. What I really need to do is have a look and see if I can find cobalt flux down there. I'm not anticipating, but that's what I need. Mind you, that looks like the right colour. No, it's not the right colour. Oh, crikey. Mouse has done it again. There we go. Fixed it. Oh, that was bad timing. Oh, you little git. After all that. Definitely not my favourite creatures. I don't think my chances of finding cobalt flux down here are particularly good. I think I'll need to nuke up the north. Yes, they do suck. Pretty decent bloodied gear there. But I thought it probably would be. Now, look at that. It's the edge of the map. half the zone's not even on the map. Yeah, pretty sure I'm not getting cobalt out of this. Time to make like a sheep. Lessons explosive handmade. Not bad. Just got slightly more useful with this patch as well. I think everything and everyone on the server. One nuke run a day is enough for me. I'm not one of these crazy people who wants to try and do 3 in an hour. Actually, before I do this, I'm going to go and check my numbers and make sure I am right on this, because I don't want to waste valuable materials if I'm wrong, you know. So, I need 5 violet flux there. Apparently I don't have, that's annoying. So I'm going to need more stuff, which is interesting. So. In that. So actually I need 10 because I need 2 sets of them. Helmet, I want, not that. I need 1 crimson. Torso, I would like electric dynamo, which is I need 2 more cobalt for. We made some progress anyway. $13. Crimson Flux I need 1 of, so we might as well make that. Violet Flux I need 10 of, and I've got enough for 3. Cobalt I need 2 of, and I'm not going to get that. We go and get some more for this. Grind that out, which is what I really want. So I might even be able to do that actually. Priorities, right? Oh, that's not what I want to do. Come on, brain, start working. Evening, Unshady, alright? Struggling to get the sleeping ceiling and working on the Xbox. It should work the same way. There's no... well, there's nothing being done on PC that you shouldn't be able to do on Xbox, but... as to why that might be, God knows. It can be a nightmare sometimes, you know. So actually, I don't actually only need 2 more violet. That's even better, so I should be able to do that. Because I've already got calibrated on the right leg. That's cool. So, helmet. I think I've got the necessaries for this, don't I? Yes. Really want to get some headlamp plans for 260, but I don't know where to find them. So I've got the left leg and the torso, which needs... cobalt, doesn't it? So I'm going to get some more violet, which I need 2 of, apparently, don't I? 2? Check this. 2, yeah. Okay, right. Adjustments made. Okay, 2 cobalt and 2 violet flux at this point. We are covering ground inch by inch. So let's get the 2 power armor out again. Suit up once more. How to place things correctly with the joystick. A little bit, yeah. I remember I did do Fallout 4 on PS4 for a few years, so I know what that was like as well. Yeah, screw it. Fort Defiance? Just from drops or knocking around in there? Just I hate to say, you sure you had them in the right order? Because I got that problem a lot until I made damn sure I was collecting things in the right... I was putting stuff together in the right build order. It was in the order it was for a very specific reason. It's the only way it'll work. Wonderful. Not interested in you. Buzz off. I want to come over here and do some harvesting. Means I need to put my green thumb back on. Well, I don't actually, because I only need like 2 more, but it'll go a little faster. I think I know roughly where you mean, John. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. I might have a swing by on the way back, actually, see what we can find. Three. I'm running away from a very angry Scorch Beast. That's over there, and it's not that angry, it's just given up already. So north would seem like the obvious direction to go. You off, Tom? Have a good night then, dude. We'll catch you tomorrow. Probably do Horizon again tomorrow, but we'll see how I feel. And how time works as well. Seems like a healthy reaction there, Trixie. Mind you, I've just killed 3 of them. I'm getting a bit sick of fighting those guys right now. Oh, it's a diseased glowing tick, eh? Didn't have the common courtesy to drop something useful either. Mind you, Trix, you remind me there of the first time I saw a scorched beast in the distance. That was definitely an oh shit moment. Like, what the hell is that? And why is it coming near my way? Please don't spot me. I think it was by Sutton Station, actually. Says a lot about it. I still remember it that clearly. So how much vital flux have I got now? The raw stuff. 14, so I need another 6. Yeah, that's going to give me crimson. Funny, magic. So, we'll take a little detour to Port Defiance. I'll have tinnitus for the rest of my life after the roar of that thing. Quite probably, anyway. Glowing Lyme disease from that. Probably, Chad, yeah. Not something worse. First time you saw when you tried to kill it with a 10mm. Yeah, that sounds like you, Tree. How did that go for you? From what I recall, they ignore you if you don't attack them. Not sure if they do when you do, though. Spending longer at level 50, and that's when they turned up. Yeah, that'll do the job.
Wise and holy Mothman, watch over us in our time of trials.
Thank you very much for the new sub there, Dillinger. Welcome, welcome. First one was a pumpkin house. First one I beat. I don't know what the first one I fought was, but the first one I beat was... Where? Somewhere in this region, I think. Seem to remember they were more up here somewhere, I think. It would be somewhere around there. There was monorail towers involved and I was coming down this way, so that was about where it was. Come on. Kind of wonder if there might be a plan stored on there, but there's not. Doesn't look like I'm having any luck on this trip. Yeah, I'll quick shifty around see if we get anywhere. I want to pick up all the resources I know are around here now, and I'm just like, no, until you clear the stash box a bit more. You can loot when you've done your housework. Yours. Oh, sold all the crap that's currently occupying my stash box. Either one. Not expecting to find anything in there, but, you know, 1,000,000 at one chance. Love that, though. The artillery plant, huh? Oh well. Worth a look anyway. I'll see if there's other places to keep an eye out for it on online later, maybe. Brotherhood Recon Rifle or whatever it was. I don't think I've got it on this character, but it doesn't use rifles anyway, so there's not much point. But yeah, it's quite cool. Basically just a fancy named hunting rifle, isn't it? I wish it was unique, but you know, a bit more unique. You ran afterwards, true. Yeah, that makes sense. Welcome back, Labro. Hidden parade goes away. Yeah, they're not too bad once you get the hang of them. I do all that without changing my perks out properly. Arp. Oh, of course I did. Oh well. Right. Don't need that, so that can stay as is. It's that cobalt I need 2 of. And I've got 2 high radiation fluids, which is about what I thought. And then I'll just chuck the rest of it overboard, I suspect, afterwards. Actually, I won't. I'll probably use it for making plasma cores with, but... I've got no bloody aluminium now. Pesky kids. Right, okay, quick and easy place to find aluminium that's nearby. I know exactly where, I don't even need to look it up. First I'm going to go here. He says. Oh, of course it's unnamed. Just fucking changed servers, didn't I? So we'll just go straight for the aluminium. And then we'll get our T60 working. So it's got the same carry capacity as... But technically speaking, it might even have more carry capacity than my excavator at this point. Till I get the cobalt flux sorted anyway. Now I hear you have a pest problem. I'm sorry, I heard you were the pest. I love the way their head just pops off sometimes. It's an absurd piece of non-physics ever, but it's kind of hilarious. Burning or poison helps. Yeah, it definitely does. The thing I love about this being burning though is it makes it easier to see things sometimes. Sometimes it makes it harder, but like and also things just fall over and die unexpectedly, which is a bonus. Did I put all my other perks back? No, I didn't. I don't need to use farmer. What am I playing at? Gotta be some aluminium trays in here. Surprised I managed to run out so much, to be honest. Don't pick everything up. Doesn't telephone have aluminium in it? No. up with the way with. That's what I want. Surgical trucks. Honestly, thought I was going to find a few more. Well, a bit more quickly anyway, but we're getting there. Spears. Where are you? There you are. I shot that guy in the throat a little bit. I can hear footsteps everywhere, but I'm not sure where I'm getting. Oh, there you are. Impacts in the desks in it, huh? Feeling unwell, just calling at reception. They'll jab you with a needle, you'll go away right as rain. Up goes the weasel, or the scorched in this case. Alright. It's vomiting into something upstairs from the sound of it. Pleasant Valley ski resort's not a bad spot, yeah. A bit further away though. I always seem to forget that spot for some reason. Like I'm missing somewhere in here, but we'll see how we did. Gotta take the fibre optics out of the microscopes when you find them. I'll let out the tin cans as well, to be honest, right now. I'm surprised there aren't more surgical trays down there. There we did.
Just us.
8. Should be enough for now, I think. Go back to camp and try and find out. Legacy Flamer. Any luck, that'll not be a thing for too much longer. We can but hope. Mind you, I should have sorted it out ages ago, so. Glad you enjoyed yourself, Trixie. Sorry, I'm not keeping up quite as much as usual. You guys have been a bit quicker, and I've been a little bit distracted, I think is the word. Struggling with the multitasking a bit tonight. Right then, cross your digits. Tell I spent all day building, can't you? made the camera movable. Right then. Ah! Still need 7 more. Pleasant Valley Ski Resort, you say? Give that a go then. Excuse me? Okay, I definitely got the click right there, so that'll be the bug being its usual inconvenient self. There we go. Oh man, it's your birthday. Ah, must be ahead of me a little bit there. Oh, I'll get back to you in 4 minutes then. Give or take. Should be I'm not busy shooting something in 4 minutes time. It's probable. All scorched. Places like this is where it's really handy to have a decent sniper. Thought you would bleed to death before long. Excuse me? Oh, hello. Wasn't sure if I was hitting that last one, so I stopped shooting. Right. Sure somebody will try to shoot me in the back in a minute. Key poles. Thought I could see one there. Somebody's taking some very long range pot shots. Weird, I'm normally selling aluminium because I got too much of it. That guy's head went stratospheric then. Just before the shot fires, his head spins around. Really? You survived? Not by much. Ski sword on the floor there. Need to remember to put some blackberries in at my camp. Good haul if you're into that sort of thing. Feel like I missed at least one. We need the wooden ski pole, but yeah, I thought there were a couple more. Any more poles though? Now how am I doing? Plenty. Right. This time. Happy birthday, Ted. According to my clock anyway. Oh dear. Yeah. Fallout's coming a little more true than we expected. It's not the Scorched plague, but it might as well be. Mind you, it was only September. We could have giant flappy radiation breathing bats in the air before too long. Still time. Yeah. I feel like this game's awkward for the sake of it sometimes. Hasn't been exceeded yet, git. It's fine. Right, now can I please put some blackberries in? Or two, okay. Apparently I could put it in the water for a second then. Timing, right? But probably not. Right, now remember to do that, just for those occasions when I'm running out. Alright, it's only taken us a couple of weeks to get here, but after a couple of minor hiccups along the way, left leg, miscellaneous mod, calibrated shocks. Yay! Victory. So now all I need is, I'd like to have a Tesla bracer for this arm, just for the lols. I just found one somewhere, so I grabbed it and shoved it on there. And I want to upgrade the motion assist servos, which are helpful for now, giving me increased strength, +2. In favour of the kinetic dynamo, which will recharge my action points when I get hit, even as my action points get drained to reflect damage, so be very tanky at that point. So, do we want to consider a paint job? Probably not. It's T60. Blackbird paints might be good. Black T60. Centennial? Nah. Blackbird paint might be worth it. What do I need? Plastic, steel and oil. Probably get behind that. It's a pretty good looking paint actually. Just check. Blackbird, 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 blah, 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 blah. Looking like a beast. Need some kind of light out front, really, to better illuminate it. Don't know if this idea is going to work or not. Character even has the right kind of light. far back. Okay. A little too far back. Down for that. I'll do until I get some Brotherhood of Steel paint. Bit of rust on it. Not so keen on that. I should have the weight actually to ditch that. There's a few pounds off. Anything else I can stash that I don't need? That. Stash that at least. Get rid of my glowing mass and stuff probably, can't I? Or maybe I can't. Whew, all in all, successful I call that. Go and deride a minute. I need to go out and get some mutations. Healing factor being a big one. Apparently I've accidentally cured. How are we doing? So I need to repair weapons and armour. Big event in a group. Might have to grind that one out manually, I think, rather than organically. Scrap pre-war money. I'll have to remember to do that. But I'm not going to do it tonight. Slight hiccup with the nuke, but otherwise pretty successful, I think. Need the shocks for your strangler suit, John. Yeah. Well worth having. Especially if you've got a lot of extra carry weight mods on your regular armour or backpacker stuff. Definitely worth it then. Yeah. They do take a certain amount of crafting, and the plans aren't cheap either. None of the power armor plans really are, but need a decent headlight, and I need that cobalt flux, which shouldn't be too bad. Nobody else does it. I can always lob a nuke over at. Well, I know Colossal Problem will get me cobalt flux. There's definitely some up there. The other thing I do is Google where's best to nuke for it. I probably may end up nuking the White Springs for the first time in quite some time. Can't let those people who camp at the White Springs get complacent. They've got to get nuked once in a while. Where can you get plans for T60? Either Vendor Box Phoenix in Watoga, or you can go to the Brotherhood of Steel vendor in the White Spring. They tend to have all the T60 plans. Not cheap, however. Camp Venture sometimes has them, yeah. Need to get the paints out there as well at some point. Where would we get starched jeans? Look that up if you want, sir. I don't know off the top of my head though. Ugh. My back doesn't. Let's have a look. Let's get some use out of this book. It's kind of out of date now, but at least the base perks are mostly still accurate. The exact amounts of bonuses they give aren't, but starts appearing at level 30. There you go, Stella. Start Xion starts appearing at level 30. Ultrasight plans for the shocks. I'm not so sure about, not off the top of my head anyway. But you should be able to Google it. Let's give it a go. Where are we? Just like power mods. This'll do it. Got a little distracted by the lore on the ultrasight power armor. So there's a list of them. Where to get them is a bit harder. That's not helping. Yeah, that might be useful for Reddit. As per Reddit, not particularly helpful. You'd think Googling would help, but not particularly apparently. And next site. Green Islands was super low per chance. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me much. Calibrated shocks. That's probably the easiest way to have a look. Yeah. Confirmed. All more reason to stick with T60. It's easier to repair as well. And it looks better. I've got the Wasteland Survival Guide for 4 and 76, as well as the art book for Fallout 4 up there. So most of the Wasteland Survival, well, not most of it, but chunks of it are out of date. But some of it's vaguely useful. Well, loads of the locations are not even accurate anymore. Better, John. We can chill out at. One day, I'll actually be able to upgrade things a little bit more and improve the selection a bit, hopefully. Of a long-term plan. But budgetary considerations for now. Oh, for becoming a channel member, Steve. I think it'll be a good question. I would guess it'll be on the date you join, but I don't know off the top of my head. See if I can have a quick look at something for you. Don't know if that's not the right button at all. Oh, there was that actually. Have a look. Right. Putting information. Okay, that's not particularly informative. Just says you'll be charged at the start of each billing cycle. Like, what, really? Hold on, Sherlock. Boom. My guess would be it'll be based on the date at which you start it. So if you start it on the 23rd, for example, you'd presumably be billed each 23rd. Assuming that if you did it on the 31st, you get billed on the 30th in months that don't have 31 days, so on. I'm guessing that's the way they'll do it, Steve. I don't know. They pay out to creators based on a specific date, but they never actually pay on time. That's just is what it is. Well, actually, to be fair, they do pay on time. It's just later on in the stretch of time they say they will, usually. XO1 is the best looking power armor. Heresy, Ted. Absolute heresy. D60 or nothing. Vanguard's pretty. D65 looks like poop. It looks like the most badass power armor out there. Actually looks like power armor. As opposed to XO1 that just looks like somebody wanted something that looked scary. Yeah, definitely the best looking power armor. She looks realistic in some ways as well, kind of. As far as power armor goes, it's as realistic as it gets, I think. Apart from the handles. Not Cosmo skin. Cosmo skin doesn't look as good as the base one, in my opinion. That goes, Matt. Optimized braces raise your strength. That's not a bad point. Keep an eye out for those. Yeah, there's a link down in the description, which I'm guessing you've already found, Steve, to YouTube's information pages on it, but I would guess it'd be on the date, just because, you know, weeks are not always, months rather, are not always 4 weeks, and it's monthly based. So I think on the date is the most likely scenario. Well, keeping you busy sometimes. Hellfire was cool. It's not the most effective. I like what you like, Ted. I just definitely prefer. Ever since I first saw it, I thought the T65 was the best looking power armor out there. Just like something about it is just spot on. The XO1's obviously reworking power armor from Fallout 3, but I don't think it's quite as interesting personally. I actually really like the helmet on it. Looks really business-like. Like, the whole thing's really practical, sensible looking. To me. D65. I think the version that we saw on what was it? Yeah, on the inside the vault page was T60 version of it. Check, I think I've still got the picture actually. Somewhere. You in here? No. There we are. That's just kind of hard to tell what armor that's supposed to be. It could be the Secret Service one, but the chest does look distinctly like a handle-free version of the D60 as well. Looks less like the Secret Service stuff, whereas the helmet looks more like it. But I do quite like it anyway, it's pretty badass. Good. Looking forward to getting that one. Have the XO1 despise the Enclave? Yeah, I'm not a big Enclave fan. End of. Things usually wind down a little bit towards the end. Done okay. Quite as big as a couple of days, but it's all good. T51. T51 was just being introduced in the Battle of Anchorage, from what I recall. T45 was the main one. 51 was just coming in. And T60 came in the 20 odd, 30 odd years in between that and the bombs dropping. When was the Battle of Anchorage in Fallout? I have to look that up now. Yeah. Battle of Anchorage was winter 2066 to January 10th, 2077. I don't think it was quite that long. Well, it was, I don't know. Yeah, fair enough, okay, it was. So yeah, apparently during the period of time between 2066 and 2077, which is an 11-year period that China had invaded Alaska, and that whole 11-year period is when both the T-45 and the T-51 power armor were both introduced, according to the wiki anyway. Okay. Started by Chinese invasion of Alaska in 2066. Battle lasted over a decade while the United States unable to rout the Chinese occupation until the deployment of the first power armor suits. T-45 power armor suits acted as a stopgap and halted Chinese progression until the T-51 suits deployment, putting the Chinese on the back foot. After the battle, more advanced power armor units such as the T-60 series saw extensive use in future battles. Well, interesting. So much lore. It's chomped me. Damn it. Watch it on your PS4 and on your phone, and there's a 12-second difference between the two. Crikey. Which one's lagging the most? Or which one's furthest behind? Yeah, T65 is the new one. T60's was actually introduced in Fallout 4, but history's back there. Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad at all, Star. Yes. Excavator is unique. PS4's lagging the most. That's interesting. Yeah, that's possible, Matt. Dedicated nerd. Yeah, Trixie. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. PS4 is not. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. One of my favourites as well. Just as well given the amount of time I spend up to my eyeballs in it, really. And you could chat on the PS4. Well, if the PS4's lagging even further behind, then you'd be way back. Saying that though, yes, obviously I've got OBS over here that is about half a second behind the actual action before it appears on the screen. By the time it's processed it all and rendered it. Then it's got to go to YouTube and then out. So even sort of between me and there we go. Between me and getting back to my other screen where I've got the chat up and the stream running as well on the side. There's quite the difference in lag there as well, so. Sort of weird to peer at it because things sort of slightly out, so I kind of avoid looking at screens too much if I can. So, or you do see what you need to see. The information I need. That's the main thing. Oh, if only PS4's trash, right? Yeah. If you're going to game online, wide's generally the way to go anyway, but I mean, depends what you do, but maybe even anything with a, I don't know, in general I'd say go for wired, but I don't know how you do with something like 76. The combat element might mean you end up having more displacement issues and lag issues affecting enemies as well, so but it depends on how good your Wi-Fi is as well. It's taking a massive chunk out of my arm. Right, I think time to wrap up then, folks. So, yeah, the plan tomorrow will be a news video as and when there's drop the news. So we'll see what happens. It should be interesting. I've no doubt it will. Well, I'd be surprised if it doesn't reference the sale to Microsoft, but we'll see. I don't imagine it'll be vastly informative, but I'm sure it'll reference it at the very least. Excuse me. So that one's tomorrow. After that comes out, we'll probably stream, depending on the time, as per usual. I'm thinking probably Horizon. And then, of course, Friday I will be, well, Friday onwards I will be busy as I've got guests over, so no stream on Friday night, unfortunately. Will be a video on Saturday, though. Working on that one tomorrow morning, or finishing it off tomorrow morning, anyway. Well underway, so keep an eye out for both of those. So, as per, you know where social media links are. Merch stores down in the description as well if you're interested in that sort of thing. And channel memberships down there on the blue join button as well if you want to support the channel, even. Get my words out. In that way, it's hugely appreciated. So, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you to everybody who's dropped the subs this evening. It's very much appreciated. Do hope you've all had fun. So, stay safe, keep your hands clean, all that good stuff. And hopefully, all things are going according to plan. We'll do this all again tomorrow. So, have a good evening, have a good day if you're just getting up, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Good night, folks.